Hey there. So, if you are actually not testing your OpenClaw, if you are just hoping that it works instantly, most people build AI agents and run it one prompt and see a correct answer and assume everything is fine. But these agents don't fail loudly. They fail silently and that's dangerous. Okay, so today I'll show you how you can properly test your OpenClaw agents for reliability and trust. Now for that I will open my PowerShell here. So let's look into the partial right now. So what I am going to do is that I'm basically defining a structured test case here. Okay. So this is one test case. This is another test case. So one of the example I took here for the test case, this thing. Okay. So what we are actually going to do is that we are going to create a file named as nanoclides.txt. Okay, so why do we need this? Because instead of any random prompts like I defined above, we need a control test categories so that we can enter our prompts one by one here. Okay, now every test wherever we enter in nanoclide test.txt, this shows the behavior of our OpenClaw without the need to prompt every time. So I'll show you what is the file here. Let me open this. So this is our file. Okay. So these are the commands here basically. So you can have a look at that. Okay. Whenever I ask the greeting command, it should give like hello. What is your day going? Okay. Like I gave the command here. So it should reply back politely. Hello there. Okay. This is one of the example. Then what is 8 plus 23? You have to write 8 plus 15. You have to write the answer here. Okay, explain what is OpenClaw. So everything, whatever you are doing here, the output gets stored in this format. Okay, you can see the output is getting stored in this format, and every output we are obtaining it here. Okay, so whatever the execution you are doing, the gateway server is returning the output in this format. Okay, so this is okay, this is fine. So now let me show you the important part of this. So after you come back here, okay, so now we have created a test file, right? Now next important point is that you have to mention that see, you have to actually validate one behavior. Okay, do you want deterministic output, do you want structured format, do you want tool usage, do you want explanation stability? So that converts our guessing into validation. Okay, so whenever we want to run any repeated tasks again and again, okay, why do we want to run a repeated task? Because we want to see that how it determines the non-deterministic behavior here. Fine. So what we are actually going to do is that we are actually basically creating another file. Okay. So let me scroll up. So yeah, we are basically creating another file, which is uh, yeah, which is named as yeah, clitest.sh. Okay. So what is this clitest.sh? Run clitest.sh. Okay. I'll open this. Sorry. Yeah. So let us see. Run clitest.dh. Yeah. So see, yeah, this is the important one. So let's see that what this actually does. Okay, why do we need this program? So let me explain you here. So basically, as we can see, we have to actually see that where our session will get stored. Okay, and then we have to check our total and this. That means we are using a high level purpose reading the test cases from this. What it does, it sends each prompt to OpenClaw, captures JSON output, and then extracts the assistant test using JQ. Okay. So what is JQ? JQ is basically shebang plus strict mode. Okay. So whenever you run this, it checks if expected keyword exists and it prints if pass or fail, and it tracks the total, whatever the pass or fail is there. It tracks the total and it prints the total pass or fail percent, pass or failed cases. Sorry. Yeah. So that's automated agent validation. Fine. So why do we need this basically? Because we want to see that whether our extractor returns a pass or fail. For this, we need this file of run cli.sh. Okay, we need automated CLI testing. So this will help us for JSON parsing. So as I have shown you here, okay, this will help us in output testing and validation. So now let us see the responses which we got after we ran that run cli.sh. Let me scroll to the top. Okay, so after you scroll to the top, let's run this. Yeah, so this is the command. Okay, yeah, so this is the command. Okay, you can see you have to compile you have to compile it and then you can run it. Okay, so you have to compile it here. First, you have to compile it and then you have to run this. Okay, so after you run this, you get all your test cases whether they're passing or failing. Why this one is only failing here is because natural language greeting prompt sometimes produce the payloads empty, which means the run is completed but no consumable output. So we can fix it by rewriting the prompt to force a direct text reply and and keep the test strict to catch regressions. So that demonstrates a real validation, not any fake always pass. Now, why do we want to actually run this repeated test? Because this shows whether our commands are passing or not. Okay, because whenever you run a task repeatedly, you can check that whenever we are doing this, we have to see that whether our greeting is whatever the tests here are they running properly or not. That's why we need a continuous evaluation here. Okay, so why do we need continuous evaluation? See, because we need to check that if open class architecture works even internally or not. They're not just chat responders. Of course, it gave me a chat here. It gave me the output, but we have to finalize the loop. Okay. So one of them is failed, and that clearly shows that it's a payload JSON empty string. So we need to run a command to run that. Okay, we can fix this, but I have basically shown you because for testing we will need this. Whichever are the tests which are passing, we need to see that. Okay, and also have debugged it here, right? You can see the process is happening. Now let me show you the output which you get in the gateway, right? So this is the output you are getting in the gateway. It's using the model of 2.5 flashlight. It's a bit light model, so that's why it's giving a faster response here. Okay, so basically what it does, what it shows from this is that for testing, you need to check whether your script is a mini test framework, because I have created a mini test framework for OpenClaw. Okay, so you have to basically see that whether your test script is running for this. If your test script runs, then basically even for large prompts also this will run automatically, right? So it demonstrates structured validation, automation, and reliability analysis of AI agent. So through this CLI test framework, we were able to define our test cases clearly. Okay, automate the prompt execution here. See, we have automated it, and then we are rerunning the test cases to check the stability across the executions. Okay, then we are identifying and debugging the agent level response issues because they are returning certain empty payloads at the start. So this proves that a complete agent does not guarantee a usable output. So this alone shows the understanding of AI system reliability, right? It's almost 99% reliable, but it's not actually safe because it can automate your task. Okay, it can automate your task and can sometimes steal your data, maybe sensitive data, when you run the skills command, which actually uses malicious software. Okay, so that's why we didn't test the agent works. We validated it whether it works consistently with reliability or not. Okay, so all these logs are basically the test of debugging itself. So you can see this, but this is the important one to run because we have created a test file. You have to basically check whether the responses are correctly being given or not. So this is the main purpose of testing and validation here. Okay, so you can check this accordingly here. Yeah, this one. Okay, so you can have a look. Okay, so yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you.